And who is the other? Shani. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Okay. So,
Good evening, sir.
okay. Good evening. Okay. So, sorry, somebody said something. How many of you are there in the last class? Can you raise your hands? Whoever was there in the last class? I see. I think Kishore, you were there in the last class, right? Kishore, Santosh. I have not. I have not seen Prasanna Devi and Shani. Okay. Prasanna Devi, were you there in the last class? Can you please tell me?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. So then, can you please introduce yourself? You are in which class? Which school?
I am studying 11th standard, sir.
Okay. Which school?
Immaculate School. Immaculate School.
Okay. It's a state board or CBSE?
State Board.
State board. Okay. What about Shani? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you please introduce yourself? So how do I call
Yes,
you?
sir. My name is Dia. I'm coming from Malappuram, Kuttipuram, and then I studying in 11th standard.
Okay. So your name is Priya, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Yeah, you are in 11th standard. Okay. I think Jayanti Prabhu. Your name is different, right? Jayanti Prabhu. I think you were Harshita, right? You were there in the last class, right? Kishore, Santosh. Right. Okay, let's get started. So we were, working out some problems from the 10th standard CBSE board examination question paper. Okay. So I hope that since you have all done 10th class, cross 10th standard, so you should be able to do problems. Okay. So I will continue with that. I will open the next problem now. Okay. First of all, I sent those questions to you all, right? So did you all have a look at it? Did you try to do those problems? How many people did those problems? Raise your hands, please. Can you please raise your hands if you're done the problems that I sent? We did up till 10. From 11th onwards, how many of you have tried those problems? Nobody? Okay. So I will get to those problems. I hope you can do them all now. Okay. Let's go to problem number 11. If the distance between 2 points I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. The problem is that if the distance between 0.3 comma minus 5 and x comma minus is 15 units. then what is the value of x? Okay. So how many of you can do this problem? So there are 2 points, 3 comma minus 5 and x comma minus 5. Then the distance between the 2 points is 15 units. So then what is the value of x? So what is the formula for distance between 2 points? There are 2 points, x1, y1 and x2, y2. Then the distance between the 2 points is, okay, 18 is, okay, Salida has done it, 18. This is 1, okay. The distance is x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square, whole under square root. So this is the distance, okay. So in this case you see that y coordinate is same. So that means y1 minus y2 whole square is going to be 0. So it's only the distance between, the difference between 3 and x. So you can say that it will be root of 3 minus x whole square, or plus or minus 3 minus x. That means 3 minus x or x minus 3. There are two values possible. Okay. It can be either 3 minus x or x minus 3, which is given as 15. Okay. So you have to solve in both the cases. So either 3 minus x can be 15 or x minus 3 can be 15. So what if 3 minus x is 15? The next becomes, this is x equal to 3 minus 15, which is minus 12, equal to 15 plus 3 is 18. There are two values possible. I think Salida, you got one answer, but there are two answers. Okay, 12, minus 12 and 18. The reason is like this. One is 3 comma minus 5. That point is here. And the other point is that it's only given that as at 15 units. It can be 15 units on this side or 15 units on this side. So that is why there are two values coming. The point that is here, which is 15 units, here is so this is 3, so this is minus 12. Okay, so 3 plus 12, 15. Similarly, on this side, it is 3, and if it is 18, it will be 15 units. So the values are minus 12 and 18. Okay. Let's do the next one. Cos alpha plus beta is 0. So you can, I have sent the question paper to you, so you can open the question paper and look at the questions. Okay. Cos of alpha plus beta is given as 0. Then cos of alpha plus beta divided by 2 is what? Can you solve this? Cos of alpha plus beta equal to 0, then value of cos of alpha plus beta by 2. What will that be? So let us see how many do it. Because it's all 10th question which you have already finished and you should be able to answer them. So everybody please try and let me know. Salida, you are getting a 0. Okay. But let me wait for a few minutes for other people to do. Santosh or anybody? Kishore, Prasanna Devi. Harshita. Tell me. Are you able to try or you don't know how to do this? 0 is the answer. Okay, that's what Harshita is also getting. Okay. Let's see. Kishore, Prasanna Devi. So you can turn on the videos, no, all of you, so I can see. What you are doing. Bhuvaneshwari. Welcome, Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari has left the meeting. Okay. Yeah. So, Prasanna Devi, Kishore, are you all doing or not able to do, or what are you doing? Can you please tell me? Speak up. Put the, turn the mic on. Turn the video also on so I can see you all.
Is the answer 1 by root 2?
Answer 1 by root 2. Yes, Keshav. Yeah.
I must be somewhere in some other way. I don't know.
But there is another answer also. So let us see. A couple of people did it. Like Salida was one and Harshita. Let us hear from Salida. So how did you do? How did you get the answer as 0? Can you please tell me? Explain that.
I think alpha plus beta, it's 0, and 0 by 2 is equal to 0.
But this is not. I'm not asking cos alpha plus beta whole divided by 0. I'm asking for cos of alpha plus beta by 2. Right? Yeah, Santosh. Santosh has got the right answer, 1 by root 2, which I think Yasho also mentioned. But there is also another answer. 1 by root 2 is right, but there is another answer also. What is that? So if cos of alpha plus beta equal to 0, let us say, I don't know why they are given alpha plus beta, you can take it as x. Okay. Cos of x equal to 0. So what is cos of x by 2? That is what we need. So if cos of x equal to 0, what is the value of x? What is the value of x? Cos inverse of 0, right? What is that? Cos of which one is 0? Salida, can you tell me?
90.
90 degree. Very good. Very good. So we tell in terms of radians. Usually we so what will be in radians? 90 degree. Pi by 2, right? So is that the only value or is there any other value for which cos x is 0? So what is cos of 3 pi by 2? That is 3 pi by 2. That is 270 degree, cos of 270, right? What is that? In terms of degrees, it is 3 pi by 2 is 270. Cos of 270 is what? That's also 0, right? So and similarly, even 5 pi by 2. 7 pi by 2. So all of these values are possible. Okay. So therefore, x by 2 will be, so you have to be, you already completed 10 standard, 11 standard, you should not simply say, if cos x equal to 0, x equal to pi by 2 alone. It can be any of these values. That is, it is 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That is the way you should say. Okay. Now x by 2 will be pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, etc. And what is cos of these values, x by 2? What is cos of pi by 4? So what you said is right, that is 1 by root 2. But what is cos of 3 pi by 4? Cos of 3 pi by 4? Minus 1 by root 2. Okay. And again 5 pi by 4 will be again 1 by root 2. Again 7 pi by 4 will be minus 1 by root 2. And so on. So these two values are going to repeat. Just if we solve it up to 2 pi, that is enough. After that, it's going to be only repeating. So what is the answer then? Cos of alpha plus beta by 2 can take two values. Okay, 1 by root 2 and minus 1 by root 2. Got it? You all agree? Solid sphere is cut into two hemispheres. Please look at the problem. I have already sent it to you. Look at the problem. So I don't have to write it all the way. The ratio of the surface area of the sphere to that of two hemispheres taken together. Surface area, I write a essay of the sphere to surface area of the two hemispheres. So will that be equal? Surface area of the sphere and the surface area of the two hemispheres put together. What will be the ratio? Will they be equal, or which one will be more, and what will be the ratio?
One is to one.
Sorry?
1 is to 1.
1 is to 1. Okay, let's wait for the other people. Think. Okay, should not hurriedly say something. Okay, think about it. You have enough time. See, there is a sphere. Okay, so you cut it into two, and it becomes. I'm drawing like a semicircle. Okay, but you imagine that. Okay, it is a sphere. This is a elevation of that hemisphere, so it is looking like that, but it is actually a three-dimensional picture. So what is the surface area of this sphere? Let us say the radius is r. Can you tell me somebody tell me what is the surface area of this sphere is?
4 pi r.
4 pi r square.
2 pi r square.
4 pi r square, right? Now, what is the surface area of this?
3 pi r square.
This is 2 pi r square, plus here also there is a circular area is there, right? So that is why it is 2 pi r square plus pi r square, which is 3 pi r square. Similarly, here also it is 3 pi r square. So now what is the ratio? This is 4 pi r square.
4.
Yeah. This is 6 pi r square. It gets cancelled out and you get 2:3. Okay, you have to be careful. Should not simply say equal. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the next problem. Okay. Next problem. I can share the screen, right? Yeah. Right. So look at problem number 14. Look at problem number 14. The middlemost observation of every data arranged in order. What is it called?
Median, sir.
Harshita says median. That's others. What about others? Everybody agree? What is
Median.
median? What is mode? Is it not mode? What exactly is mode? Can you tell me?
Mode is known as the data which has the highest frequency.
The mode is the value that has got a maximum frequency, not necessarily the middle value. The middle value is the median. The one with highest frequency is mode. Okay, a weighted average, is a mean, and deviation is, deviation can be there are multiple deviations. Deviation is the mean or standard deviation. Okay, so they are not the middlemost values. The middlemost value is the median. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next problem. The volume of, so everybody agree that problem number 14?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the next problem then. I'm not hearing from many of the people. I'm not sure whether they are sitting there or even not there. If you are there, you should, speak up, or you should at least turn on the video. I can see that you are there. What is the problem with having the video on? Hello?
Background is not okay.
But at least I can see you. I can see what you are doing or not doing, or there or not. I'm not able to see anything, right? I'm at a loss. Okay. Right. I can see Salida now. Good. Let's go to the next problem. Can you all see the problem? The volume of the largest right circular cone that can be carved out of a solid cube of edge 2 centimeter. What will that be? What is? You all know, the volume of right circular cone. You studied all that, right? So please solve this. solid cube of edge 2 centimeter. No, there is a cube of edge 2 centimeters. So now we have to
Option
tell me which option are you getting? So who are all working on this? Who can do this? And who are not able to do anything? Okay, Ashita, you're doing. Okay. What about others? Santosh? There are many other people there. Prasanna Devi, Santosh, Sridhar. Okay. One by 3 pi r square h. Okay. So what is that is the standard formula for volume of a cube of a cone, right circular cone. Volume of a right circular cone is by 1 by 3 pi r square h. Let me write it down. But what is given to us? Very good. 1 by 3 pi r square h. So what is the radius and height of a cone that can be carved out of this cube, which is having an edge of 2 centimeters? So what is the radius and height of such a cube? If you try to take it from any side, so what will be the radius of the base? You know, it's going to be like this. Okay, and then at the top it's going to be like this, and this is how you are going to cut the cone. So what is the radius of this circle? The edge is 2 centimeter. Then what will be the radius of this circle? That is your r.
1
right?
centimeter.
2 is the
1 centimeter.
yeah, 2 is the diameter, so r will be 2 by 2, 1 centimeter. R is 1 centimeter. Okay, so what is h?
2 centimeter.
H is 2 centimeter, correct. So you can see that, okay, edge of the cube is 2 centimeters, so the height will be 2 centimeters. Radius will be 1 centimeter. So now substitute it and tell me what you are getting. V equal to pi 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square. So what are you getting? 2 by 3 pi. 2 pi by 3. The option given 2 pi by 3. Right, the option. 2 pi by 3 centimeter cube. Okay. Good. Let's go to the next problem. Problem number 16. Look at problem number 16. Okay. Two dice are rolled together. The probability of getting a sum of numbers on the two sides as 2, 3 or 5. So each die is going to have 6 faces. Okay, numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So when you die one die, you are going to get one of these 6 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you die another, it's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you roll both the dice together, 2 dice. Okay. So you may get 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, all kind of combinations. Okay. So what is the probability of getting sum of 2, 3 or 5? Just write down this problem because I'm going to go to the working tab. The problem number 16. So 2, what is the probability of getting 2? What is the probability of getting 3? What is the probability of getting 5? If you roll 2 dice, totally how many combinations are possible? Okay. What I'm saying is, you will either get 1, 1, 1, 2, like that. You can get 1 and 6. That means first is 1 and second is 1. First is 1, second is 2, like that. Again,
36.
Totally 36. Correct. Totally 36. Okay. So how many of them will have sum of 2?
1 by 36.
1 by 1, 1 comma 1 is the only one that will give sum of 2, because all others, either minimum is 3 here, right? Anything else is going to be more than 2 only. So only one possibility is there to get 2. 2, 3, right? Okay. So these are the 36 possibilities, out of which 2 can be obtained only by 1 comma 1. So that is only one possibility, 1 by 36. Okay. One possibility out of 36 only will give us 2. So for 3, how many possibilities are there?
2, sir.
2 comma 1 and 1 comma 2. Okay. Is there any other possibility? Therefore, the probability is 2 by 36. Okay. So for 5, what are the possibilities for 5?
4 possibilities.
4 possibilities. What are they?
1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2, and 4 comma 1.
1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2, 4 comma 1. That's all. Okay. That means 4 by 36. So what is the total possibility? Either 2 or 3 or 5. So you have to simply add them up. Okay. So the required probability one by 36 plus by 4, 7 by 36. 7 by 36 is that. Okay. Let's go to problem number 17. Okay. The center of a circle is at 2, 0. If one end of the diameter is at 6, 0, then the other end is at which of these values? Try to draw the circle. Okay, that's such a problem is asked, to simply draw it. Let me draw it for you. Is your problem number 17. This is your origin. The center is at 2, 0. So where is 2, 0? It will be somewhere here, right? 2, 0. And one edge of the diameter is at 6, 0. So here it is. The distance is 4, obviously 4 units. So 2, 0 to 6, 0 on the x-axis from 2 to 6, right? So this is your center and this is your radius. The radius is 4, you can see that. The circle is something like this. Okay, so they're asking what is the other end of the diameter, that is this point. Okay, Santosh has solved it. Okay. So obviously this 2 plus 4 is 6 and the other side it will be 2 minus 4, which is minus 2. Because 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, because 2 and 6 are given. So you can determine that the length is 4. So it is the length of 4 units on the other side. It will be 2 minus 4, which is minus 2. Minus 2, 0. Is that okay for all of you? Okay, let's look at next problem. 18. Okay, there is a diagram given. You please see the diagram. In the given figure, graphs of two linear equations are shown. The pair of these linear equations is consistent with a unique solution, consistent with infinitely many solutions, inconsistent but can be made consistent by extending these lines. So what is this? This is consistent or not? What is consistent? There are two linear equations are given. The two linear equations are consistent means what? Two linear equations are consistent if there is a solution. Okay? If there is a solution, that means there is a point that satisfies both the equations. Okay, so both the equations should be satisfied means those two lines should intersect. So whatever is the point of intersection, there at that point, both the equations are satisfied. Okay, so here can you see do you see, any common point? If the range of these lines are, as given in the diagram, okay, the range of the lines are as given in the diagram, then do they intersect? They do not intersect, right? So therefore, this, if the range of these two lines are as given in the diagram, then we can say that this is inconsistent, because there is no solution if the lines are like this. Okay, but you see that those lines are they looking like parallel or not parallel?
Non-parallel.
Non-parallel, right? So it looks like, if you extend the lines, it will intersect. If you extend the range of these lines, then it will become consistent. The two lines, okay, they will become consistent. So which option? It is inconsistent, but can be made consistent by extending the lines. Okay. Option D. Do you all agree? Okay. Let's go to problem number 19 now. Look at problem number 19. Okay. So in this problem, there are two statements given. Okay, one is called assertion and the other is called a reason. Okay, so you have to see whether assertion is true, reason is true, and then whether assertion is true, both are true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion, then you choose option A. Okay, but the reason is not the correct explanation, then you choose B. If one of them is true, not true, then you choose either C or D, depending on whether the assertion is true or the reason is true. Okay, look at the first problem, problem number 19. So look at the assertion and reason and tell me which is true and which is false. The tangents drawn at the endpoints of the diameter of a circle are parallel. True or false? The tangents drawn at the endpoints of a diameter. Okay, so there is a circle. So there is a diameter. At the endpoints of a diameter, you draw a circle. You draw a tangent, sorry. Okay, endpoint. Will these two lines be parallel or not parallel?
Parallel.
Parallel.
Because these are alternate angles. Alternate angles are same. This 90 and this 90. So they are parallel. Okay. So diameter, okay, the tangents drawn at the end of the endpoints of a diameter of a circle are parallel. That is true. We all agree, right? That is true. Okay. Look at the other statement. The diameter of the circle is the longest chord. Is that true?
Yes, sir. True, sir.
Huh?
True, sir.
That is also true. Okay. Because that also you can see. So if you draw any other card, it is going to be less than this this whole distance. This whole distance between the two lines is the longest. That is the diameter. So any other card, if you draw, it is going to be of shorter length only. Okay. So these two are, both of them are true, right? Both of them are true. Right. So assertion is true, reason is also true. So we have to choose between options A and B. So which one looks correct? Both assertion and reason are true. And the reason R is the correct explanation of assertion. Okay. The other option is assertions A and reason R are true, but reason is not the correct explanation for the assertion. Does one explain the other? That is what you have to see simply. The diameter is the longest chord. Does it explain that the tangents at the endpoints of the circle are parallel? It doesn't directly explain. Okay, if we go through some steps, you can probably try to prove, but it doesn't directly explain. It's given that diameter of circle is the longest chord and tangents at the endpoints are parallel. One is not directly explaining the other. Okay, so we can choose the option D. Option D, because both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not correct explanation for assertion. It doesn't directly follow. Right. Look at problem number 20. If the graph of a polynomial touches x-axis at only one point, then the polynomial cannot be a quadratic polynomial. Is that true or not? A polynomial of degree n can have at most n zeros. Okay. Now you tell me. Is the assertion true or not? The graph of a polynomial touches x-axis at only one point. If the polynomial, it touches at only one point. Then it cannot be a quadratic. Can it be a quadratic? Can it be a quadratic? If it touches at only one point, can it be a quadratic? So parabola, let us say its vertex of a parabola is here. This is a quadratic. Okay, we can draw a quadratic and it will touch only at one point. It is possible, right? It touches at one point. Even in a quadratic equation, sometimes you will have only one solution. That is, the two solutions are equal. That means that b square minus 4ac, when b square minus 4ac equal to 0, then the two solutions will be equal. This is called that means it touches at only one point. So its assertion is not true, right? The graph of a polynomial touches x-axis at only one point, then the polynomial cannot be a quadratic polynomial. That is not true, because we have a polynomial. We just now draw it, which touches the x-axis at only one point. Okay, but the discriminant is 0. We just now saw that. Okay. So what about the reason? A polynomial of degree n can have at most n zeros. Is that true? The polynomial of degree n means it will have exactly n solutions, but since some of them will repeat, therefore you can say that it will have at most n zeros. Okay, if that polynomial touches the x-axis at any place, in that place there will be two solutions will become same. Okay, so that means it can in that case the number of solutions can become less than n. Okay, so that means it can have at most n zeros. So the reason is true and the assertion is false. Reason is true, assertion is false. Reason is true. Assertion is false. That is, which option will you choose? Reason is true. Assertion is false. Okay. Option D. Assertion is false, but reason is true. That is what you will choose. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Let's look at problem number 21. Solve the following system of linear equations. 7x minus 2y equal to 5. 8x plus 7y equal to 15. And verify it is true. Verify the solution also. Can you all do this? Salida, you seem to be having some problem. Please do problem number 21. Okay. So tell me what answer you are getting. So how will you do? So how will you solve if there are simultaneous equations like this? So we have to match one coordinate, okay, one coefficient, okay. So we can do that by multiplying this first equation by 7 and second equation by 2. This will become 14 and this will become minus 14. Then we can add up, and that way we can eliminate one variable. So our goal is to multiply the equations by a suitable numbers so that one variable we are able to eliminate. Okay. So let's do this. 49x minus 14y 35. Right? 7 into 7, 49x, 7 into minus 2, 7 into 5. So equation 2 into 2, so to 16x plus 14y 30. Now you see that there is a minus 14y, here is a plus 14y. When you add the two equations now, this will get cancelled. So we get 65x equal to 65, so x equal to 1. X equal to 1. So now substitute that x equal to 1. 7x minus 2y equal to 5. So from this you can get the value of y. 2y equal to 2 or y equal to 1. So we are getting the solution as x equal to 1, y equal to 1. And we can verify it also. Substitute in each equation 1 and 2 and verify. 7x minus 2y equal to 5. So 7 minus 2 equal to 5. This is true, right? Second one, 8x plus 7y. 8x plus 7y. So 8 plus 7 equal to 15. This is also. So this is a solution. Generally, if you are given a problem, if you are able to verify, if it's possible to verify, always by default we should verify it at the end to check that whatever you have done is right. So 21 we have done. Let's look at 22. 22. In a pack of 52 playing cards, one card is lost. From the remaining cards, a card is drawn at random. Find the probability that the drawn card is Queen of Hearts if the last card is a black card. So how can we determine the probability in this case? One card is lost. Okay, so how many cards are remaining? How many cards are remaining if one card is lost out of 52? 51 will be remaining, right? So in that 51, is the Queen of Hearts there or not? There are two possibilities. The total number of cards is 52. Last equal to 1. So remaining is 51. Okay. So out of the last card can be Queen of Hearts or not Queen of Hearts. Okay. If the last card is Queen of Hearts, then what is the probability of finding Queen of Hearts from the remaining 51? That will be 0, right? If the last card is then probability of Q of H getting Queen of Hearts is 0. But if the last card is not Queen of Hearts, then probability of getting Queen of Hearts will be how much? So Queen of Hearts is there. Totally there are now 51 cards only are remaining. Out of the 51, okay, there is one card which is Queen of Hearts. So if you draw at random, the probability of getting the Queen of Hearts will be 1 by 51. So depending on whether the last card is Queen of Hearts or not, the probability will be either 0 or 1 by 51. Now what have we given? The last card is a black card. Okay, the last card is a black card means what? Is it a Queen of Hearts? The last card is a black card means Queen of Hearts is a red card, right? So that means the last card is not Queen of Hearts. So therefore the probability is 1 by 51. That is, Santosh has already done it. Very good, Santosh. So the answer is 1 by 51. Okay. 1 by 51. Okay. Let's go to 23 now. Okay, already it's 1 hour now. I want to finish it at problem number 25. Okay, if you have all come better prepared, we could have even gone faster. But you should work, come prepared and participate. Then it will be easier for us. You can go faster. So I don't know whether you are following or not following. Or done, not done. Okay. So neither, we are not able to see each other, nor you're not speaking out. Right. Let's look at problem number 23. Evaluate 2 root 2 into cos 45 sin 30 plus 2 root 3 into cos 30. Looks like a big expression, but these values are all that we know. Cos 45 degree, sin 30 degree, cos 30 degree are all we know. So we can simply substitute and calculate this value. $23, right? Two root 2 cos 45 degree. You should not simply write cos 45. If you don't put the degree, it means it is 45 radians. Okay, but to be very careful when you write in degrees, you have to put this degree mark. Okay, so you have to simply substitute 2 root 2. So what is cos 45? Can somebody say what is cos 45?
1 by root 2, sir.
1 by root. What is sin 30? 1 by 2.
Root 1 by 2.
Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Okay. 2 root 3. What is cos 30? Cos 30 degree. These things you should be having at
3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2.
3 by 2. So now you try to simplify. 2 root 2, I think everything get cancelled and this becomes only 1. Okay. And this one, the 2 gets cancelled out. So what is root 3 into root 3? 3, right? So what are we getting? Answer is?
Sir, I'm getting 4. 4 as the answer.
Answer is 4. Okay. Let's look at the other option. Other problem. In this 23, there are 2 problems, right? Right, I'll show this. So I have substituted. I think I did not share this tab, so you can look at this. It's 2 root 2 into cos 45 into sin 30 plus 2 root 3 into cos 30. So substitute the respective values, you get 1 plus 3 is 4. Now let's look at the next problem. Okay. If A equal to 60 degree and B equal to 30 degree, verify that sin A plus B equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. A equal to 60 degree and B equal to 30 degree. Verify that sin A plus B equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. A equal to 60 degree and B equal to 30 degree. Okay. Now what is A plus B then? Now they are asked you to verify sin A plus B equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Okay, so let's just substitute those values, respective values, and sin A plus B is 90 degree. Sin A is 60 degree, cos B. Okay, I just substituted the respective values for A and B. Now you have to put the values, corresponding values for sin 60, cos 30, cos 30, sin 60 and all that. What is sin 90? 1. Okay. What is sin 60 degree? Sin 60 degree is root 3 by 2. And cos 30 degree also root 3 by 2. Okay, and sin 60 cos 30 plus cos A sin B. Cos A sin B. So what cos 60 is 1 by 2. Sin 30 is also 1 by 2. Okay. Sin 60 is equal to cos 30 and cos 60 is equal to sin 30. Okay. So see if they are matching. 1 equal to, this is 3 by 4 and this is 1 by 4. So we are verified. Okay. Matching. Right? Okay. So let's look at problem number 24. Okay. Problem number 24. Okay, there's a figure given. In the given figure, ABCD is a quadrilateral. Diagonal BD bisects the angle B and angle D both. Then prove that triangle ABD is similar to triangle CBD. There are two triangles there, right? So can you prove, can somebody prove what are the ways, conditions for two triangles to be similar? Either all the three sides or two sides and the angle in between, or two angles and the side in between. Okay. Check if any of the conditions is satisfied, given that BD bisects B and D. So mark the respective angles and see if you can prove, it satisfies any of the conditions for similar triangles. Let me draw the diagram again. See. And something like this is given, right? A, B, C, D, and there is a diagonal BD, and it says, they are saying that this angle, okay, let us say this is 1 and this is also equal to this angle. 1, I will put the same way. This is also 1, this is also 1. Similarly, this is also some 2, this is also some 2. What is that value? We don't know. Okay, I'm just putting 1 and 2. Now, if you look at these two triangles, BDA and BCD, look at the two triangles, can we say that they are similar? The BD is a common side, right? There is one side that is common, and there are two angles, 1 and 2. This one matches with this one, and this 2 matches with this 2. So one side and two angles. Okay. That means angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle. Okay. The two angles and the side in between. Okay. for the triangle 1. Okay. We can see that, okay, this common side is there, BD is common, angle BDA equal to angle BDC, angle DBA equal to angle DBC. So based on this condition ACA, we can angle side angle, sorry, not angle side angle, right? Angle side angle. Based on this condition, the two triangles are similar. And also to prove that AB equal to BC. Prove that AB equal to BC. So how do we prove that AB equal to BC? If the two triangles are similar, okay, and they are actually identical because, it is not similar, it is actually identical. The condition for, if this condition is satisfied, those two triangles are identical. Okay, since they are identical, the side opposite to angle 1 in the first triangle is AB, and the side opposite to angle 1 in the second triangle is BC. So take the side opposite to angle 1. We can say that AB equal to BC. That's what they're asking to prove, right? AB equal to BC. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the problem number 25. Okay. Problem number 25. Prove that 5 minus 2 root 3 is an irrational number, given that root 3 is an irrational number. How do you prove that? So if you have to prove that something is a rational or irrational number, 5 minus 5 minus 2 root 3. Let us say it is rational. Okay, this is the way you normally prove. If they are asking you to prove that something is rational or irrational, so what you should assume is, if it is rational, then it can be represented as A by B. That is the condition for something being rational. Okay, where A and B are rational. Okay, rather A and B are integers. If A and B are, if it's a rational number, then it can be represented as A and B, A by B, where A and B are integers. Okay. Now you see whether we can prove or disprove this, given that root 3 is irrational. Now do a cross multiplication, we get 5b minus 2 root 3 B equal to A. We're just cross multiplying. So what you get is 2 root 3 B is equal to, just rewriting, okay, 5B minus A, right? The 2 root 3B I have taken to the other side. It comes like this. Now root 3 equal to 5B minus A over 2B. Okay, now since A and B are integers, so this root 3 becomes rational now. Okay, if this whole thing has to be rational, this 5 minus root 3, 2 root 3, if that should be rational, then root 3 also becomes rational. But we know that root 3 is not rational, okay, irrational. Therefore, that proves that 5 minus 2 root 3 is irrational. Okay, it is a very important. Okay, so we have done 25A. Okay, look at 25B, and that is the last problem of the day. Problem number 25B. Number 5 into 11 plus 17. Sorry, 5 into 11 into 17 plus 3 into 11. Prove that it is a composite number. Composite means it is not prime. It can be represented as a multiple of 2 or more primes. And that is called a composite number. So, can be just by rearranging these numbers, we can easily prove that. I'll just write it down. 5, 11, 17. Three into 11. Okay. So if you look at these numbers, you see that there is 11 which is common between the two. Okay. So there is 11 which is common. So you take the 11 out, becomes 11 into 5 into 17 plus 3. It comes like that. So this itself proves that it is composite, because this is some number, so into 11 is coming. So therefore it is composite. But you can go one more level and say it is equal to 11 into, so 5 17s are 85 plus 3, this is 88. What you are getting. So that means it is 11 into 11 into 8. Okay. 88 I have written as 11 into 8. So further we can say 11 into 11 into. So not just two numbers, it can be written as multiple of 5 numbers. Those are the 5 prime numbers. So the given number can be represented as multiple of 5 prime numbers. Right? So 11 square into 2. So obviously this is a composite number. Okay. So did you all follow and do you have any questions? Anybody? Today we are going to close now. Anybody has any questions now? Did you all follow whatever we talked today? Okay. So from you please do the other problems yourself. Come to the next class. Okay. So that it will be easier for us. We can go a bit faster. If you say that you have already done it, okay, if everybody has done it, then go through it quickly, okay. And hopefully, if we finish this question paper in one more session, 1 or 2, I don't know, depending on how you come prepared. After that, we can go to your 11th portion, assuming that by the time the schools have just started, right? So maybe in 1 week. 1 or 2 weeks, they would have completed 1 chapter. So then we can start with your first chapter in your book. That is the way we'll go about. So any suggestions or any feedback, any questions now before we close? Okay. So let's close now then. Okay. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.